This is the Weather Xtreme video, the morning edition for Friday, August the 22nd. I'm James Spann. The heat is on this weekend, but heat levels come down next week. Let's go in there and check things out this morning. This is the water vapor satellite view. Big old upper high beginning to flex its muscle across the deep south. It's centered over Louisiana and Mississippi, nosing in here. The storm track on top of the heat ridge with big storms where they've had some flooding problems around Illinois, around Chicago this morning. In fact, flash flood warnings in effect for parts of Chicago, Cook County, and some of the surrounding counties. Also, flash flood watches in effect for parts of Ohio and West Virginia. And again, that's on top of the heat ridge. Down below that, under the heat ridge, we have all these heat advisories. And the criteria for that varies from office to office, which is horribly confusing. For example, Mississippi with nothing, and then you got all 67 Alabama counties under one. Whatever. It's going to be very hot and muggy this weekend. That's the screaming message. Slight risks, again, on top of the heat ridge today. This is the overall rain for the next 5 days, valid through Wednesday morning of next week. Not a lot. This is suggesting just about 1/4 of an inch. And storms will be very isolated through Sunday, but we will see an increase in the number of them early next week on Monday. Weather in the tropics, our little wave still has not got its act together. It's near the northern Leeward Islands this morning. And again, it doesn't look especially organized. Hurricane Hunter scheduled to go back in there today. And the modeling, again, this should be turning north into a weakness between the heat bubble we have and then the ridge to the east of that location. And ultimately, a big trough will be coming in from the western states, and that'll be sweeping that thing out to sea. There's a look at the ensembles. And again, a recurvature path is likely. Intensity models, now most models do bring it up to a tropical storm. This will get the name Cristobal, the sea storm this year. And again, some of the models weaken it pretty rapidly after 5 days, but no Gulf of Mexico issues. All right, model fans, let's take a look. The GFS, the Global Forecast System, this is the OZ run valid today at 1 o'clock local time at 500 millibars. You can see that old 594 heat ring right on top of us. Any cooling showers? Yeah, there'll be some out there, but they'll look like that. Of course, they won't be in that exact location, but they'll be widely spaced. It's the HRRR model, the HER model today at 3 o'clock. And we should be in the mid to upper 90s. The NAM is at 96, the GFS at 98, much like yesterday. Here's a look at tomorrow. It's going to be the same deal. Hot with hazy sunshine, mid to upper 90s. A storm possible, but not likely, and the exact same thing on Sunday. This is suggesting there might be an increase in the number of storms Sunday evening over the northeastern part of the state as the heat ridge begins to weaken, and that could very well be the case. And again, clearly there's a chance of a storm each afternoon, and maybe the little better chance would be on Sunday, but all 3 days they'll be isolated. And then Monday of next week, as the heat ridge begins to weaken, the coverage of the scattered storms will increase. Still, it's not going to rain everywhere, but a little better chance, and the high will drop to near 90 as the heat begins to back off. Here's Tuesday of next week. Look at the nice trough coming across the Great Plains. And that's going to dampen that heat bubble for sure. We've still got a 591 ring on top of us, and this is suggesting Tuesday could be relatively dry. It's got a better chance of showers and storms Monday than Tuesday looks relatively dry, but again, the thickness values are lower. The high should be around 90. And we note the tropical system out there east of the Bahamas. This is Wednesday. Again, it looks relatively dry. Tropical system moving northeast, and this is Thursday. Here comes a cold front propelled by that big upper trough. The upper trough will sweep the tropical system, Cristobal, off into the open Atlantic. That should bring us an increase in the number of showers and storms on Thursday. And then this is Friday, a week from today. The trough axis passing a little east of here, and just maybe lower humidity values a week from today. Nights a little cooler. We can't promise that. In late August, we all know fronts even then still have a hard time pushing through here, but that's got the front down toward Interstate 59. Just for the fun of it, we check the European. This is valid Thursday evening of next week, and it's very similar to the GFS with a tropical system located off in the Atlantic moving northeast. So confidence very high in that recurvature situation. We'll check the end of the forecast. This is September the 6th. Heights are below average over much of the western U.S. and about where they should be here, and that looks like we're going to be in a fairly soupy air mass with a chance of scattered showers and storms. We're always looking for the first good cold front of the fall season, but rarely do you see those in early September. Here's a look at temperatures off the ensembles. You can see the mid to upper 90s for the weekend, then the heat levels come way down early next week, maybe upper 80s Monday and Tuesday, and then after that, temperatures about where they should be into early September. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.